Good morning children and welcome to online teaching session. The other day we were discussing about the third colligative property. Before going to start the fourth colligative property, let me give the synopsis of solution chapter till third colligative property. So colligative properties are those properties which depend on the number of particles of the solute but not on the nature of the particles of the solute. So here colligative properties are directly proportionate to number of particles of solute. More the number of particles of the solute, more will be the quantity of the non-volatile solute. Means colligative property is directly related to the quantity of non-volatile solute. And as far as the colligative properties are concerned, we have four colligative properties. First one is relative lowering in vapor pressure, and second colligative property is elevation in boiling point. Third colligative property is depression in freezing point. And the fourth colligative property is osmotic pressure. So osmotic pressure is the fourth colligative property. Children, today's topic is nothing but the fourth colligative property, that is osmotic pressure. To understand osmotic pressure, knowledge of osmosis is required. What is meant by osmosis and how is it related to osmotic pressure? What is the application of osmotic pressure? And then finally this topic is ended with a sample numerical. These four things we are going to discuss. Number one, osmosis. Number two, osmotic pressure. Number three, application of osmotic pressure. And number four, sample numerical. These are the four things which we are going to discuss. Now let me start with osmosis. Let me draw a diagram first. In osmosis we have a container. It's a beaker, and in that container we are keeping chisel funnel. In that container, say beaker, we are taking solvent. Next, chisel funnel. One end of the chisel funnel is closed with the help of semi-permeable membrane. And inside the chisel funnel, let us see what is taken. This is chisel funnel, and inside the chisel funnel we are taking solution, that is binary solution. Binary solution means in that solute and solvent, only two components should be there. Now in this activity, let us see what is going to happen. As I told you, this is chisel funnel, and in chisel funnel we have taken binary solution, and in the beaker or the container, any container, in that solvent is taken. Chisel funnel is closed with the help of semi-permeable membrane. Let us see what is the role of semi-permeable membrane. SPM, it can be abbreviated as. Semi-permeable membrane is one membrane which allows solvent particles to pass through it, but not the solution particles. So semi-permeable membrane allows always solvent molecules or the particles to pass through it. Best example for this is gallbladder, and the popular example is made up of a reagent, that is copper ferrocyanide. Copper ferrocyanide. Its other name is copper hexacyanoferrate. Here row number 2 stands for the oxidation number of iron. This is the popular example. This is a gelatinous precipitate, and this gelatinous precipitate is used in making of SPM, that is semi-permeable membrane. Okay. During this process, so thistle funnel is kept as shown in the diagram. Now from the beaker, solvent particles begin to enter into thistle funnel, that is solution, via semi-permeable membrane. So this arrow mark or the bigger mark or curved arrow indicates that the molecules of solvent are entering into solution via semi-permeable membrane. So semi-permeable membrane allows only solvent particles or the molecules to enter into solution, and vice versa is not possible. Means solution particles will not leave the thistle funnel via semi-permeable membrane. That is not possible. So osmosis is nothing but a phenomenon wherein the solvent particles will enter into solution via semi-permeable membrane. So this can be defined as passage of solvent molecules or solvent particles through semi-permeable membrane SPM into solution. This is the concept of osmosis. When osmosis takes place continuously, entry of solvent molecules will be there into solution continuously. As a result, height of solution in the thistle funnel from the surface of solvent of the beaker, right, it increases gradually. So the height of solution in the thistle funnel continuously increases, right. So the increase in the height of solution in the thistle funnel is because of the solvent molecules which are continuously entering into thistle funnel, right. As a result, after a particular time, solvent which is there in the solution or the entire solution that is lying in the thistle funnel will start exerting pressure in downward direction. As a result, the entry of solvent molecules into solution will be stronger. This phenomenon is called osmotic pressure. So next concept is osmotic pressure. So it is defined as the excess amount of weight that is required to stop the passage of solvent particles into solution via semi-permeable membrane. So this is called osmotic pressure. Now let us see the phenomenon that is osmotic pressure. Osmotic pressure, it is symbolically represented by pi. This is the symbol used to indicate osmotic pressure. It is defined as the excess pressure required to prevent the passage of solvent molecules into solution via SPM, that is semi-permeable membrane. This excess pressure can be in the form of weight also, right? Now let us see the relationship between osmotic pressure and concentration of solution. So osmotic pressure that is pi is directly proportionate to concentration of the solution when temperature on absolute scale, that is Kelvin scale, and capital R, that is gas constant, remain same or remain constant. So here C stands for concentration of solution, where C is equal to concentration of solution. Usually concentration is expressed in this case in terms of moles per liter, right? So that is about osmotic pressure. Now let us see application of osmotic pressure. Like other colligative properties, osmotic pressure is also used in calculating molar mass of the non-volatile solute. So non-volatile solute is one which cannot enter into gaseous phase at room temperature. Now let us see application. Or its importance. It is useful in finding out molar mass of non-volatile solute. Now let us see how is it calculated. Osmotic pressure we know. Osmotic pressure that is pi is directly proportionate to C, that is concentration of the binary solution when R and T remains constant. When this proportionality mark is removed, then we can write those constants, that is R and T. Let this be equation number 1. Next, concentration C is equal to NB by V, where NB stands for number of moles of non-volatile solute. And V stands for volume of the binary solution. Right. Next, we know NB. This has come in all the colligative properties, that is relative lowering in vapor pressure, elevation in boiling point and depression in freezing point. There I thought NB, that is number of moles of non-volatile solute, is equal to weight of the solute divided by molecular mass of the solute in grams, gram molecular mass or molar mass of the solute. Let this be equation number 3. So here WB stands for mass of the non-volatile solute, and MB stands for molar mass of the non-volatile solute. Right. Now I am going to substitute equation number 2 and 3 in equation number 1. When equation 3 and 2 or 2 and 3 are substituted, in equation number 1 we get pi is equal to, now instead of C I write NB by V or T, right? This is equal to NB, number of moles of non-volatile solute, WB by MB into V into R T. So this is the important equation which is required in finding out the osmotic pressure of the solution when we are given weight of the solute, volume of the solution, temperature, etc. So pi is equal to, we can write, let this be equation number 4. So pi is equal to WB into R into T divided by MB into V. This is the final equation. So in this equation, MB stands for molar mass of the non-volatile solute. And this molar mass of the non-volatile solute we can calculate when osmotic pressure, weight of the non-volatile solute, volume occupied by it and temperature are given. And here R value, it can be 0.0821 liter atmosphere per Kelvin mole. This R value you can take when the volume is given in terms of liters, pressure is given in terms of atmosphere, or this R value can be 0.0831 when volume of the solution is given in liters but pressure is given in terms of bar, and the remaining things like temperature and quantity of the non-volatile solute remains same. Yes, children. Application of osmotic pressure is finding out of molar mass of non-volatile solute. Here you need to remember these two values of gas constant. So depending on the pressure value that is given in the numerical, if pressure is given in atmospheres, then we have to go for the first one, that is 0.0821. And if the pressure value is given in terms of bar, then we have to go for the second value, that is 0.0831. This is what you need to remember. Second point. In all these two different values, volume is given in liters only. Therefore, in the numerical, if volume is given in milliliters, ml, it should be converted into liters. This is what you need to remember. Now we will go for one sample numerical so that the concept can be more and more clear to you. So sample numerical, let us see. The sample numerical is like this. Osmotic pressure of a solution containing osmotic pressure of a solution containing 0.1 gram of a protein (0.1 gram of a protein per 100 ml of solution per 100 ml of solution is 50 millimeters of mercury at 37 degree centigrade. Calculate MB of non-volatile solute. This is the numerical. as usual, what you need to do is you need to go through the numerical and you need to write the data given in the numerical. As I told you earlier, in the case of depression of freezing point, right? Like that numerical which was taken immediately after depression of freezing point topic. Similarly here also, if this numerical carries 2 marks, then 2 marks are divided into half into 4. Half plus half plus half plus half equal to 2 marks. So what data is given, that you need to write as it is. That carries half marks. Next, formula required, that is required to be written. Half mark. So half plus half, 1 mark over. The data should be submitted in the formula. Again half mark. 3 halves over. The fourth half mark is allotted to cancellation and the result, final answer with suitable unit. So in that way, marks are distributed. That's about marking scheme of the numerical if it carries 2 marks. Right. Now let us see the data given. So solution of the numerical. What data is given? Let us see. Osmotic pressure of a solution containing 0.1 gram of protein. Here protein is there in small quantity. Therefore protein is said to be non-volatile solute. So mass of non-volatile solute, WB, is equal to 0.1 gram per 100 ml of solution. Here solution means binary solution. So it is given in terms of ml. That means it is volume of the solution. So volume of the binary solution, that is V, is equal to 100 ml. In the case of unit of R, we had seen liter atmosphere per Kelvin mole or liter bar per Kelvin mole. In both the values of R, we have volume in terms of liters. But here volume is given in 100 ml. So this should be converted into liters. So 100 ml is equal to 0.1 liter. Now, pressure, osmotic pressure. Osmotic pressure, that is pipe, is equal to 50 millimeters of mercury. When this is converted into atmosphere, it will become 50 divided by 760. Right? Atmosphere, whatever value we get, that will be in terms of atmosphere. Next is given temperature. So here temperature is capital T, but it is given in terms of centigrade. On Celsius scale, it is given 37 degrees centigrade. We have to convert it into 37 degrees centigrade. We have to convert, because we have to keep that value in terms of Kelvin. If you recall R, unit of R, that is there in terms of liter atmosphere per Kelvin mole, Kelvin. So here temperature is on Celsius scale. So we need to add 273. This is equal to 273, 280, 310 Kelvin. And as usual, R value is 0.0821 liter atmosphere per Kelvin mole. This is data. If you write this much, which is given in the numerical, you will get half mark out of 2. Now, if you substitute the values, this is the formula, right? In this formula, we need to calculate molar mass. which is asked to calculate. So MB is equal to WB into RT divided by volume into osmotic pressure. So this is the formula. So this here is half mass. So half plus half over. Now substituting the values. WB, it is 0.1 gram into gas constant, that is 0.0821 into temperature 310 divided by volume of the solution 0.1 liter into osmotic pressure 50 divided by 760. So values are substituted and you will get the answer 424.16 grams. This is the final answer with unit. So this will get half mark. So in that way half into 4. So molar mass or the non-volatile solute MB is equal to 424.16 grams. This is approximate value. Okay? So that's how you need to calculate. Now let us see in short osmosis and osmotic pressure. So osmosis is nothing but a phenomenon making passage of solvent particles occur via semi-permeable membrane into binary solution. So here the process will not occur in opposite way. Okay, osmotic pressure means it is excess pressure required over solution so that solvent particles cannot enter into solution, and it is symbolically represented by the letter pi. And osmotic pressure, that is pi, is directly proportionate to concentration of the binary solution when capital R and capital T. Capital T means temperature on absolute scale, that is Kelvin scale, remain constant. Here we are discussing about solutions, then why the gas constant R has come in between. You may think. In the case of solutions, binary solutions which are dilute, means whose concentration is around 5%, means in the case of dilute binary solutions, right, all the gas laws are applicable, right? That's why we write gas constant R in the case of binary solutions, as and when we are required to calculate the osmotic pressure or molar mass of the non-volatile solute and so on. So as shown in the formula, osmotic pressure and molar mass of the non-volatile solute are correlated in this way, right? So application of osmotic pressure is, it is useful in finding out molar mass of the non-volatile solute. And this is one sample numerical. As per the data given, we can go for this formula to find out molar mass of the non-volatile solute. So according to the formula, when the data given in the numerical are substituted, we will get the molar mass of the non-volatile solute, that is protein, around 424.16 gram. This is approximate value. Right children, hope this is clear to you. Thank you.